Hi there, welcome back to Every Gardens. Now you might be noticing that your garden might be looking a little bit tired and a bit bedraggled at this time of year. We've left early summer, so that initial surge of growth and flowering may be easing off now. And some of your favourite perennials, and I've got a really good perennial here, hardy geranium or the cranesbill, finished flowering and is looking rather tatty. So your garden might be looking a little bit tired even though we're still quite early in the year. There is a trick that you can use on some perennials to make them re-flower later on in the year. So as I said, this hardy geranium normally flowers kind of May, June, early summer, and it will go over and look rather tatty. And rather than leave it, which you can do, I like to cut them back, completely cut them back, and then kind of August, September time, they'll regrow and flower again, which is a really handy trick to kind of prolong the flowering period in your gardens. There are some other perennials that you can treat like this. Most commonly, apart from the geraniums, catmint, so Nepeta, same sort of thing, flowers earlier on in the year. Once it finishes, cut it right back to the ground, it will regrow and flower again. Other plants such as delphiniums, Alchemilla mollis, even some astrantias. So there's a whole host of plants that flower early on in the year, stop flowering. If you cut them back, they'll regrow, flower again. It's really, really simple. If you've got a geranium or any of those plants I just mentioned in your garden and they are beginning to look like this, rather tatty, just get a pair of secateurs or any sort of snips and literally cut them right back down to the crown of the plant, right down to the ground. I've got this one in a pot because I'm actually, this is a plant that I've grown over kind of this early part of the season. I want to put it into the garden now. It's flowered in its pot. And rather than plant it as it was, I just want to cut it back and put it into the garden, kind of start afresh. And this will actually grow now into a lovely healthy plant, and it will flower again kind of into July, August. So as I said, if you have got geraniums, catmint, it's a really good option now. If they finish flowering, cut them back, and hopefully you'll get a lovely display later on in the year.